Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. We really appreciate everybody's participation in the town's open space and recreation plan update. My name is Kyle Pedicini. I'm the Assistant Director for the Planning and Development Department here in the town of Barnstable. I'm here with Kate and Peter from my office here to help support the update. We also have Aksa and Adam from our consultant team, the BSC group, here to help us. And we also have Natalia here in the back. She's helping us with live Spanish and Portuguese interpretation services, if anybody here would like to take her up on that. And she has an announcement in Portuguese and Spanish. Just thank you, Natalia.
Boa tarde, eu vou estar interpretando em português e espanhol atrás na sala. Buenas tardes, vou estar interpretando em espanhol e português detrás, se necessitas. I'll be interpreting in Portuguese and Spanish if anybody needs it in the back of the room. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. So meeting agenda here tonight, I'm going to be going over what exactly is an open space and recreation plan, why it's important, an overall project timeline. But the main reason we're here tonight is an open house to hear from you. This is really a session for public feedback and public input. So I'm going to be going through the plan relatively quickly because, again, we really just want to hear from you guys at the end. We have some activities in the back that our consultants will explain at the end, and then we'll finish off by breaking out and doing some public feedback. So again, what is an open space and recreation plan? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a plan for the open space and recreation in the town. Simply put, it helps identify and evaluate goals, challenges, opportunities, and priorities for open space protection, land management, and recreational opportunities. It's really a blueprint for our town council and our town to guide the plans, investments, policies, regulations in support of protecting and enhancing open space and recreation resources in town. The plan is being developed to comply with guidance from the Massachusetts Division of Conservation Services. Ultimately, they're the agency that approves these plans. So in terms of project oversight, we have a great volunteer citizen board, the Open Space Committee, of which a few members are here tonight, which we appreciate. They're really the ones that are the steering committee for the process. They've been talking about this for over a year now, starting by looking at our past plan, which is last updated in 2018. The plan needs to be updated every 7 years to stay current with state regulations, so we're due for an update this year. So again, our Open Space Committee has been talking about this for over a year. They're going to be continuing to talk about this through the end of the year, and you're welcome to attend any of their meetings. They're open to the public. The Recreation Commission is also a key component of this update, as well as the Recreation Division, getting insights from them. Our Planning and Development Department here is really shepherding the process along with the Conservation Division, Department of Public Works, and Marine and Environmental Affairs. In terms of why it's important to update the plan, starting off by it's important to stay abreast by what our community priorities are. A lot has changed since 2018, so it's important to get a temperature of the community sentiment in terms of open space and recreation amenities to reflect our community priorities. But also importantly is an approved plan is necessary to maintain the town's eligibility for state funding through any grants to the Division of Conservation and Recreation. So again, this is really important that we stay up to date on this so the town can continue to be eligible for those type of grants. A good example of a recent grant the town was able to obtain by being eligible is the Greening the Gateway. I don't know if anybody's heard about that. We have a Greening the Gateway project. We got $1.8 million from the state to plant a lot of trees in the downtown Hyannis area on both public and private property. So I'd encourage you to go to greeninghyannis.com if you'd like to know more information about that project. But that's just an example of the kind of things we're able to do by having a updated open space and recreation plan. And then in terms of what are the benefits of open space and recreation, well, they provide vital cultural and community anchors for people to meet and gather. They improve health and wellness in the community with active and passive recreation opportunities. They help host community events and strengthen our local identity, and they provide economic benefits to attract tourism through creating jobs and contributing to the local economy. So we started off this process by launching a survey in late July. Hopefully you guys saw that. We got 293 responses from the public, which was a pretty good sample size. So here are some highlights of the things that we heard from that survey. So in terms of parks and recreation facility, the Marcus Mills Pickleball Court was the most frequently reported to be used. 15% of the respondents reported daily usage there. Craigville and Dowses Beach were the most visited beaches in the town, and the Long Beach Conservation Area was the most visited conservation area. In terms of top 5 activities, respondents said that they participate when visiting Parks and Recreation. Hiking and trailing was number 1 at 69%, hiking and trail walking. 66% swimming at the beach, also dog walking, non-motorized boating like canoeing and kayaking, and community and recreation events rounded out the top 5. In terms of how people are getting to our open space and recreation, 94% reported by personal vehicle, 39% report that they could walk or run, 22% biking. The top 4 unmet open space needs included additional nature trails, additional bike trails, indoor swimming, and playgrounds, which is certainly something we've heard a lot from the community on. Preserving and protecting key natural resources in Barnstable is very important. The top 4 priorities include drinking water supplies, beach areas, water and wetlands, and wildlife habitat in terms of the resources we're trying to protect. The top 3 priorities we heard for open space and recreation spending for the town includes passive recreation use, climate change resiliency projects, and linking open space parcels. And then the top 3 recreational needs focused on expanding and improving the walking network, so expanding and improving bicycle and pedestrian networks, providing safer and wider sidewalks, and again, linking open space parcels and trails. The majority of the respondents indicated it takes them over 15 minutes to walk to a park or facility located nearest to them. The 2 main reasons respondents reported not using recreation or conservation areas is either due to a lack of time or lack of awareness for the places in town, and most respondents expressed a neutral satisfaction with the Barnstable's parks and recreation opportunities. So how to stay up to date on this project? We do have a project website. So if you go to the Planning and Development Department webpage, we have a open space and recreation plan update project webpage where all the activities that you're going to see here tonight have been posted. We'll also be posting the deeper dive and the survey results in case anybody's interested on that page. So that will be the landing page for you for all things related to this project. And now I'll hand it over to Aksa from our consultant team to talk schedule and to talk about the activities we're going to do tonight. Thank you. Yeah, the clicker's right there.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Aksa, and like Kyle said, I'm with BSC Group. We are the consultants helping update the open space and recreation plan. Also in the room with me is my colleague, Adam DeShado, and Heather Gold in the back. So for project schedule, right now, we are at where it says public meeting 1. Prior to that, we had the online survey that Kyle went over, and we have compiled the results for. So today's public meeting is going to involve some activities for us to understand priorities that people have in the community and what kind of amenities they would like to see in different park facilities, which I'll talk about in a minute. After that, next month, we have scheduled, or I should say, Monday, because September is coming up, we have scheduled stakeholder interviews with different groups. There's 3 different groups. We have one that's focused on recreation, one that's focused on conservation, and the third one is going to be focused on water protection. And we have interviews to understand what priorities are related to those topic areas, and they include everyone from the Conservation Commission to the Recreation Division and any stakeholders such as the Barnstable Land Trust and other vested interests. After we have the stakeholder meeting, we will prepare the draft plan, and we will put it up online for public review. So that's what the meeting number 2 is going to involve. We're going to present the results, and then we'll open up the presentation, the plan for public comments, and then revise the plan, updating any adjustments that we need to make into the plan. And then we will have the final draft that will go to the DCS for final approval, and that will qualify the town to get state grants to fix, acquire, and add additional open space and linkages in this community. Now the open house part. So we have 2 different activities tonight. My colleague Heather Gold is back in the room, and she is going to be leading this first activity. It's called Build Your Own Park Plan Upgrade. And essentially what it involves is that on the left side, you'll see there are all these park amenities that you can choose from. And on the right, there are different parks. You can fill out as many sheets, activity sheets, as you wish. Each sheet will have one park that you pick and multiple amenities. And the idea is there's different cost that's associated with different amenities, and you pick them, and they add up to $1,000. And this is for us to gauge what amenities you would like to prioritize in different park areas. These are not based on real costs. It's just an activity for us to understand the different priorities for different park areas. And then Heather will tally up the sheets to make sure that the amenities that you have selected are within the $1,000 budget. And we will incorporate those ideas into the plan for amenities you would want to see at different park areas. And we will also put them in our action plan, which has funding sources that might be available to be able to upgrade the parks with those amenities. And then the back of the sheet has an area where you can draw what your vision for the different parks as well. So if you would like to do that, we have some coloring pencils or markers in the back too, so you feel free to do that as well. And then the next activity is called Reimagine Barnstable's Open Spaces. And my colleague Adam DeShano will be leading that activity in the back. There are 2 boards associated with it, and there's 4 different questions. And the idea is any aspirations you have that are related to those questions, you can put them on a sticker notepad, and you can stick them under the 4 different categories. And once you've done that, other folks can vote on those categories. So if you agree with someone's comment, you can put a sticker dot on there. Each person will get 3 to 4 sticker dots. You can put all your sticker dots on the same sticky note, or you could put them on multiple priorities. And if there's a comment that's not reflected on the boards, you can put them on a sticker dot. So step 1 would be checking if there's a comment that reflects your thoughts, to put a sticker dot to vote on it. And if there isn't one, then you can write your own comment on the sticker dot in the sticky note. And Adam can explain that a little bit more if you want to go into his station. That's just the second board. And then we will provide updates on the project website. So if you want to stay in touch on the process for the open space plan and any updates, please visit online. And thank you. That is it. Kyle, did you want to say any? Yeah.
Thanks, Oxa. I would just say with that, we invite you to go to the back. We really want to hear from you guys and see what you have to say for these activities. So we really encourage some participation in the back. And again, thank you everybody for coming. We really appreciate everybody's participation.